Hey everyone, let's go meet King Flan as he's gonna convene with the Kings of Ireland. And if you're wondering where I got this spear from, pretty cool looking spear, go back and watch the last video because there was a boss fight. That's what I'm gonna say. Lost of betrayal.
What has happened?
They have summoned Flan. I hope he shows soon, if only to end this bickering. Huh.
Speak.
Lord, there has been much deliberation these last few days. News of Owen has spread like a mountain fire.
The people are frightened. We are unsettled, to say the least. A trusted abbot unveiled as a pagan conspirator.
The Druids have permeated the church at the highest level. There's no telling how far down it goes.
Oh, you're gonna blame the Druids now?
Something must be done. We must rid them of this land.
No.
Begin an inquisition.
Are you kidding me?
How dare you speak like this? Owen acted alone.
He belonged to a sect. There are others like him.
We got rid of
Do you
them.
deny it?
I do not deny it. But then you will speak only of the children of Danu.
Correct.
A weed that grew from Druid roots. If we allow it to thrive, how can we ever be certain this will not happen again?
It's being
Flan,
taken care
I do
of.
not like what these men are implying. Do not entertain this.
You would presume to tell your king what to do. You, who share those druid roots. You even know this sect by name.
Because she's speaking on behalf of the
Perhaps,
Druids.
like Owen, there is more to you than meets the eye.
Bastard!
Enough! Speak to her like that again, and rats will sup on you. Alive.
Apologies, my king. Poetess. I do not mean to cast suspicion, only to draw a very real comparison.
Okay,
we do
now
not know from where
yeah.
the next threat will come.
He's got a point.
And we cannot simply hope that it will not come. We must put aside our differences and come together as Christians if we wish to preserve an Ireland under God.
Yeah, but Inquisition's not the way to go about it.
Flan, if you do this...
I know well where you stand, Kira. Are there any others who wish to speak?
I will. This gathering shows us something very clear. That there is solidarity in this cause. If we do nothing, the weeds will continue to sprout, leading to unrest across the kingdoms. But if we act, begin an inquisition, it will lead to unity this land has sorely lacked.
These are my people, Siegfried!
And there are those within who threaten the very fabric of this land. Can you really stand there and defend them?
Anyone else?
Evil, can we have a chance? No, Inquisition, hell no. Sorry. We need to find another way.
What is being proposed is a bold strategy, the consequences of which cannot be properly weighed just now.
True. Correct.
You must allow time to reflect, Lord.
Every moment we waste weakens our position.
Oh, shush.
Lord, we kings are all in agreement. There is but one move to make.
We will launch an inquisition.
Are you serious?
Every druid will face a choice. Reform or exile. The future of Ireland is a wholly Christian one.
You idiot, Flan. You idiot. It's like he's consumed by that power. It's just like, I have to make a demonstration. No, you're the king. Make them see reason. You're an idiot. I don't agree with what he's done. That's the wrong... I mean, I'm not saying he's trying to appease them.
Where did Kira go?
Set off for her house, just down that road. Looked mighty upset.
I don't blame her whatsoever.
Kira's not of sound mind. I need to settle her down.
Honestly. Flan, you're just power hungry, I dare say. You don't get it. You need to just calm down, think. But you're not doing it all.
Kira,
Get out! Leave me be!
what is this? What are you doing?
Flann, spineless fool. What was he thinking?
He saw an opportunity to unite the kingdoms. He seized it. It is what any king would do.
Do not defend him.
I
Is
am
that
not,
Isu writing behind
but
her?
consider what would happen if he ignored these allied kings. You're right to be upset,
Exactly.
but you know Flann best. This was not a decision he made lightly.
He made it rashly,
Let us
actually,
go
but
back
whatever.
and talk with him. If anyone can convince him to reconsider, it's you.
Oh, I will. Whether he wants to or not.
That looks like Isu writing
What?
to me.
I am sorry, Eivor. I cannot let them erase us.
What are you doing, Kira? Oh, seriously, are you kidding me?
Eivor! Can you hear me? Eivor!
Yes, we can.
Are you
Give us a
alright?
moment.
Did you see Kira?
I expected her here. Eivor?
What in... What the hell? Wait, is that the Lia Fial?
What?
Isu? Oh!
It's Kira.
It must be.
Who else is it
I do
gonna
not
be?
know what she's trying to do, but she's angry.
This is my fault. I must speak with her.
It may be too late for that. She said she would not let you erase the Druids.
But what means will she use?
The Leah Fall. I think she'll try to use it to stop you.
A stone?
It's an ancient part of her lineage. There may be more to it than myths and legends.
That's
I knew my
Isu.
decision would upset her. But I was certain she could find a way to understanding.
You
It was no
annoyed.
simple decision.
You
By
threatened her.
choosing one, you betray the other.
Yeah.
Choices that weigh heavily require ample time to reflect.
Exactly.
If you are to find the best outcome.
I acted rashly.
No
I
kidding.
listened to frightened men, Eivor.
Exactly.
Men whose loyalty I hungered for.
Precisely
Clear your head,
greed.
Lord. We're nearly there.
That's Isu. So that was Isu writing. Oh, this is an Isu structure. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Ooh. So blood lineage. Oh, so they must have given her family like a bloodline. So she must have Isu DNA through her lineage. That would make sense. Wow. So wait, are we going to the Isu side or just an Isu structure? That is awesome power. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Well, we've got the spear, which gives us electric shocks, and we've got our sickle. Should be okay. I wish I'd picked up more health, but whatever. Just have to be a little cautious. That looks so Isu to me, like the patterns. That writing behind her, I'm sure it's Isu. It has to be. Ancient I'm pretty sure Kira's saying about this being ancient structure. That would make a whole lot of sense. So does that mean there's an Isu temple beneath that we can never get access to? Is that what's called? That'd be interesting. Oh wow. Is there?
Kira!
That's Isu. I'm almost certain.
Leave now!
Kira!
You want to rid the world of us? I'll rid it of you!
Oh boy.
Where is she? Oh dear.
Your sword, Flann. Stay close to me.
Oh boy.
Eivor!
Okay. Wow. Let's have a look at this. I'm calling it, that's Isu. I'm 100% calling that. Oh, get off. That's not what I meant to do. God damn it. No. Do composition. Composition. No, I'm gonna... Ground, thank you. Whoops. Ah, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, I swear that's Isu. I swear that's gotta be Isu. Whoa, that's an Isu structure. So that must mean there's an Isu structure below. Oh wow. Okay.
What do we do?
Fight!
What do you think you do, you fool?
It's them or you! Now fight!
Back! Get back!
They will not listen.
Oh,
Kira's taken the
lightning!
reason somehow. Defend yourself! I cannot let you walk this path.
You would stand in my way? I thought you of all people would understand.
I do. This is too far.
Listen to her, Kira. There could be peace between us.
Just another lie.
Oh, got the assassination! Oh, fantastic!
Keep your guard up.
Kira? Where are you? Kira!
What's she gonna summon now?
Flan?
That has to be Isu. Of course you take control of Flan, of
Our
course.
race is stakes. How about the king's blood on your hands?
Eivor!
Alright.
This is not a force you can control, Kira. It will consume you.
So be it!
Any of the, So it's none of the other ones, okay. Give him a good electric shock, that should work.
It's enough, Kira. Surrender now.
Nothing but a ruthless raider. Hollow inside. You speak of honor. Where is yours?
You know.
With Gareth, his son, another pawn in this endless war.
He is my blood.
True.
Ah, yes. And you will throw away all reason to defend what you are sworn
Whoa,
to.
what are those weapons?
I am no different. My people will live to see tomorrow. If it means I have to kill you today.
Can I get those weapons if I defeat her? Please. Oh, whoa.
You should have stayed out of it!
Oh, got the old stun. Good. Had probably a bit of damage.
You are unrelenting!
Neither are you.
Battle hardened over many victories. Do not make me add another.
Do as you must. As will I.
Oh boy. This is getting out of control real quick. Oh wait, let's get rid of these idiots. Sorry I have to do it this way, but it's necessary. Sorry I have to do it like this.
Now stop, Kira.
This is over.
Before it's too late.
God, sun attack and finish it. Perfect.
I told you I would never see the Druids into darkness.
I pretend to be my ally.
We
I
are!
pretended nothing. I hoped you could be better. Better than Owen.
True.
Don't compare me to that demon.
You are
No.
acting like him!
Look around you.
Exactly!
You set in motion what the children of Danu hoped you could.
Exactly!
You became the vessel for their plot.
You don't even see that! You're consumed!
I always have been. After Mother died, I became the last. The last who could awaken the Leafal. Never did I think I would use this gift so foolishly.
Yeah, well, you're desperate.
What now?
Desperate times, desperate measures.
It ends. Owen, the children of Danu, they only exist in pursuit of the stone's power, and I am the key to unleashing it. You must kill me. Kill me, Eivor.
What?
If I die, Tara's power dies with me, and there will be nothing left to lead my people astray. The old ways will return. Let me do this. Let me save them.
So there's
Please.
So there's a building underneath Tara, is that where I'm getting at? I'm not gonna kill her, she's gone to desperation. I can get why, but this is not the way. And I mean, she can go into exile or get redemption. And you know, Owen's just a bloody fool at the courts anyway. Didn't open his eyes, honestly. And wow, that was. It just, we've taken care of Owen. We've taken care of the children of Danu. You don't need to worry about them. Sorry, but we can make sure this doesn't, well, at least in the immediate future, it doesn't happen. I'm not killing you. No, I can't do that to you, Kira. If that means you have to go into exile, come and join our clan! You have an open, I'm sure Abel will give you an open invitation to join the Raven clan. Come and live in England. Seriously. I mean it. Come on. Come to Ravensthorpe. You're more than welcome there. Please let us offer that. If nothing else, if you have to go into exile, come into exile in another country. You're welcome in Ravensthorpe. Seriously. I'm not killing you. No way in hell.
You may be the key to this power, but the stone is the source.
True.
Destroy it.
You know I cannot.
You
Your
have to.
ancestors are souls in another realm. They will not despair of this stone's loss. Sometimes we must sacrifice what we treasure most to protect the ones we love.
Bury the past. Build the future.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Until we meet again. Swan.
Kira,
Come back to
bow my head
Ravensthorpe.
in contrition. I failed you.
To say the least.
I failed you and the true Druids of Ireland. For that, I truly apologize. I will speak to the kings and undo my rash decision. The land you have wished for is secure.
Good. Damn
I hope
right.
it is so, Flam. Farewell. Farewell, Eivor.
No. Come.
Where will you go?
Come to Ravensthorpe. You won't able. Give her the option to go to Ravensthorpe. What's wrong with you? God, seriously, Abel? Kidding me?
How are you feeling?
Bruised, battered. But I'll live. Though it'll take some time to reclaim my pride.
I bet.
Took a lot not to kill you.
If you wanted to, that was your chance. I suppose at the end of all this, It's safe to call you a friend.
Just don't threaten
See
us.
to it that Sigfrid's reign is long, and you shall never know me as your enemy.
Exactly.
Have you met with the other kings? I take it that is why you have come.
I have. The Inquisition is buried.
Good.
High King is a leader to all who share in his land. You helped me see that. My only regret is not having understood it sooner.
Damn right.
Work to secure a future for all. Kira would be pleased with this outcome.
That's true.
I know there is much that awaits you in England, Eivor. But you can set your boots in Ireland anytime you please.
Thank you.
Farewell, Flann. Until we meet again.
What do you think my father would make of all this?
Barith wanted to ensure the Dublin he left you could stand upright on its own two legs. And while he could not see it through, he would be proud you did.
I will never forget what you did for my family.
Our family,
Thanks.
Sigfrid.
Well, exactly, Eivor. All
Keep
one
well.
family.
And may your father's Hugr be with you always. It shall with me.
By that, all I mean Sigfrid and Eivor being all part of the same family. That's it. Wow. Oh. Okay. Wow. Is there any notes? That's something I should actually check. Is there any notes? I'm just curious. I want to actually check if there's any notes over here. There certainly is. I bet this is from Kira. It'd be quite fitting. Oh, cool. Let's go from Flann first. Brave Eivor. When I was a lad, I fancied myself an adventurer, but my time with you has put the lie to that. The only regret I carry from the time from that time was my failed hunt for the shield to Culculane, a family treasure lost to the ages. If you've ever a mind to take it up, look to the resting places of the sons of Niall, sons O'Neill. You're as deserving to find as any who claim the name O'Neill. Comrade in arms. Okay. Resting place. No idea where that is, to be honest. To be fair, I could actually look. Although I wouldn't have any clue where to start, though. That's the problem. Interesting. I'd probably have. That's one of those, secret locations you'd have to look up. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. So good to know it could come in future. So. Sure, someone's already unlocked it anyway by the time you're watching this, so Eivor, I wonder, lose myself in the forest, if only I could become one with the rain, mud and leaves. You have written your song of Ireland, friend Eivor. I will give it music and sing it across the land. I dream that hundreds of years from now it is still sung. Farewell, Kira. Oh. Oh. It's one of those things that I still can't. I mean, I get the whole thing, like, she thinks she's only going to exile and everything. I'm almost like 99.9% certain that, 99% certain that was an Isu structure, like an Isu building. And I get the feeling, like, Tara, right? I think underneath Tara is an Isu structure, like a proper, probably a temple. And I'm surprised for what it's worth we didn't go there. I mean, to be fair, there's not many ways to get access to it, but I mean, look at the sheer size of this place. You could easily have a temple underneath there. You know, but the sheer power it used, I mean, it's kind of disappointing in that sense we didn't. I was sure, because when I saw that writing, I'm thinking, that looks a bit Isu to me. I'm not expert on Isu by language by any means, but it did, you know, the way it was the patterns and everything, the hieroglyphs and all, it did have a resemblance to Isu writing, and I thought, I wonder, Isu, and I'm pretty sure Kira said something along the line, something about it was, you know, from a land or people before, or whatever it might be, or you know, a civilization, or built by people long before, whatever it might be. But you know, I said, I mean, when it comes down to it, this DLC, aside from that Isu reference, had nothing at all to do with assassins, Templars, Order of the Ancients. It was just a Viking going to help, Eivor going to help, member of Eivor's Eivor going to help out the member of the family in another country, and getting involved in basically a civil war between, you know, these Christians and pagans who are trying to unearth everything or whatever it might be. You know, it's just, there's no AC there's no Assassin's Creed in that. There's no, you know, it's what, you know, it's like they've given the impression, it's like, here's what, you know, because the greed of Abbot Owen was trying to unleash the power of that. Now, that would be very reminiscent of the Order of the Ancients. I would grant that. But let me check something. Let me check the database for something. I really am curious about something. They come up in here. Valor, okay. Mythical monstrous leader of the Fomorians who emerged from beneath the seas to spread chaos, blight and drought throughout the island. Tales of Balor often feature his many battles mano a mano against supernatural beings, completely distinct mythical traditions. Balor is cursed or blessed from his standpoint with a scarbarous eye that can burn to cinders whomever he looks upon. I need to have a look at Owen, because has anything changed? I mean, true, we don't have Bex and forgot the other guy's name. I can't believe that. But it's Loki in the form of Basim. He's in the hot seat, as it were, in the Animus. So we don't have either of those two. Bex, I forgot the other guys. I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot the other guy's name. But yeah, we've got those two there off getting William. So there's no other context to him, right? So unless he went on a pilgrimage, that's the word term I was looking for, a pilgrimage to England, to Westminster Abbey, and got recruited into the Order of Ancients that way, like, unless that's the case, this is just about power and greed from an abbot who wants to control Ireland through his own means and use whomever and whatever means by greed and power to do it through civil war, influence, all this sort of stuff. Yes, that has distinctive comparisons to the Templars and the Order of the Ancients, and I mean, like, the power and influence and control, like the Templars, you know, the need to try and seek out and use and command the power of the Ancients, the ones came before the Isu. The Order of the Ancients were trying to do like that and trying to mass. I mean, I'm not saying the Templars aren't, but the Order of the Ancients were dedicated to that belief. Which I think they even said, like, the coin of that tree was representing of Yggdrasil. So the Templars is a different thing. I mean, it's a different background, as it were. But, you know, they're trying to control the world. So it's like they're trying to. It's almost like, you know, the this concept of the Children of Danu and this, you know, tree of corruption, if you like, or you know, was more trying to. It's almost as if they're trying to show comparisons to what other cultures and their corruptive side could be labeled as in the comparison. This is like the Templars. This is like the Order of the Ancients, because there are Isu structures and temples all over the world. And if you're greedy and powerful and influential enough, you could try and obtain them. But there's no... I mean, at least in the main game, it was the Order of the Ancients, and you found out that, you know, King Alfred, he explained about he didn't want to be part of the Order of the Ancients. Like, he was the Grand Master, he didn't want that. He wanted to sign a new order with for a new order, and this became the Templar Order. So, which will become anyway, and it's just, there's no, it's like a comparison, but there's no reference linking it. It's like, here's similarities, but it's not linked in that way. And that's what I mean. At least in the main game, you had the precursors to the Templars, the ending of the Order of the Ancients. Okay, I get that. That is almost trying to... I mean, you're meeting assassins who have ventured from the east to England, through Norway to England, and you get tasked, you're helped out because they can't do it all themselves, and they task a Viking who's busy trying to help and get allies all over England and do a conquest. Okay, I get that. Even though it's not exactly it's not really the assassin way, I get why they're trying to get a foothold, as it were, because it's about a Viking, not about an assassin. So, as a stretch, you can explain that. This DLC is just a Viking DLC. It's nothing to do with the assassins. In fact, like I said, the only thing linking this to any sort of main game link to, it's just a link to greed, corruption, power. And that's through Isu. An Isu structure. Kira must have Isu DNA to control it. So, at least I'm 99% sure it's an Isu structure. It makes complete sense. But other than that, there's no other reference. So, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the DLC. I was expecting something more in that respect, like something Order of the Ancients, something Templar, or something actually Assassin's Creed. Like, I was half hoping that Azar would either be an assassin or a friend, or, I mean, she's just probably a trade merchant who's befriended and made friends with Hytham. Sure, I get that. No problem. It's just one of those things, but the one that I find really strange is that we've got a whole bunch of foreign supplies and everything which we can use to build and repair trading posts. They're never once come under attack. Sure, okay, I've got the Raiders tent and all that, but I'm curious. I'm sure there's been plenty of playthroughs of this DLC by the time this comes out on YouTube. But if if you wait too long while exploring the world, do these trade posts ever actually come under attack? Or have we just got a bunch of foreign supplies for absolutely no reason? We've got extra supplies, more than we need. The materials to go and get more silver, trade for silver, okay, I understand that completely. But if you don't need to repair these structures, these trade post structures, I don't see the need in having the supplies. I mean, the river raids for more armor pieces, whatever, okay, I understand that then. I'm almost certain there's going to be raids in Ireland of the river raids. Now, if the foreign supplies are used to buy materials from, say, Azar in Dublin, sure, but there's been no link, there's been nothing saying that, which I wish there was, because otherwise it means we've got foreign supplies, we've got like 800 supplies, I think, with nothing to use them for. I mean, I'm not saying not great to have them. I'm saying usually in this case, you get the supplies. You only get what's necessary. That's it. You know, you don't get any more because it's not needed. So, I don't know. I really wish, though, we've got so many supplies coming through by now. I mean, that's even maxed out. That's for. I've got, like, let's even have a look at this. I mean, how many have I got right now? That's from exploring everywhere. Going on 3,000. And, yeah, so just under 800. So, if that had the same sort of link as these foreign supplies, and these are trade post supplies, for repairing near Fairborn, they can be acquired on rate or contract. What have we had to repair? Like, seriously, has there been any other playthrough where these trade posts have actually come under threat? Or is it just saying it because it's some future content that's not been explained yet? But, it's, you know, I find that really weird because we've got, I mean, those supplies, the luxuries, all this sort of stuff, I understand that, you know. I must admit, though, I really wish for the amount of supplies we trade over, we weren't just getting 40 silver. I think it should, personally, I think it should probably be 60, 80, you know, 80 silver. Because if you don't build all, you know, if you just go, say, the workman's cottage, for example, or go for the storehouse and just have you slowly accumulating resources, then instead of being 40 per 100, if it'll say 60 or 80 per 100 resources, then if you need some extra silver, you could slowly accumulate these resources in Ireland and transfer that and slowly build up a chest of silver, if you wanted to. I just think it should have more trade value. Unless that's future content, which yet we don't know. So, at least at this stage from the time I'm recording it. So, but like I said, I did it. It's not that I didn't enjoy the DLC. I just wish it was had more reference to the Assassins and direct reference to the Templars or the Ancients. I get the links and similarities, but we need a direct link, not just similarities in, you know, it's literally just a sense of power and greed. So, which I know is what they're all about, but there's usually a context to it. You know, there's usually like a grandmaster. There's the masters. There's not. It doesn't work that way in this one. Okay, it's smaller, but still, you know, they're just called, you know, these names, and not like masters or grandmasters or whatever it might be. So. But I did enjoy all the different druid sites and everything like that. The druidic, the cult sites, shall I probably say, is better wording. So, I think, honestly, there could have been a few more ports. Maybe I've discovered them all, but I think there could have been a few more ports and fast travel points just set out in, like, maybe one, like a port up, say, here, or if you know what I mean, so you don't have to, you know, or maybe in the extra point over here or something like that, you know. Just, I mean, I understand it's crossing through the land, but at a certain point, if you just want to go, you know, from one point to the next quickly, it would be nice. I mean, this is still a bit of a jaunt. But if you had a fast travel point there, but you had to be here, it just means instead of climbing down the mountain, you can come up here and then go down there. It's just a little bit quicker, you know. So, I think that's probably one of the biggest things I should have with that, aside from the trade post. But I think the characters were actually rather interesting, you know. I still wish we'd had the option to give Kira the... I still wish we'd been given the option to... or given the opportunity, shall I say, to allow, try to word this right. Being given the option to allow Kira the opportunity to come to Ravensthorpe. She would have fit in perfectly, honestly. You know, I don't see why not. I find it so weird they just cut off. Yeah, bye bye. And if you kill her, it's like bye bye. That's it. I could have. I mean, we've had other characters in these games which you've got from the main story who have had lesser meaning in the storyline, and they've come to the Ravensthorpe, whether it be fighters or one of the regions we had the wife or partner of one of the kings or princes or whatever it might be, and she came to Ravensthorpe and she lives there. So what? So why not invite Kira? I find that bizarre. It's like you're giving lesser people an opportunity who are fighters or they're caring, willing to contribute, the chance to come to Ravensthorpe, and then you have someone who's that committed. Well, she can practice her own damn, religious ways. I don't really care. No one's gonna care in Ravensthorpe. She does her part. She's a fighter. She's good singing. She's got good storytelling. That's fantastic. Like, a Viking would be thrilled at that. Let's face it. So, I mean, I find that utterly bizarre. I mean, it is what it is, but such a missed opportunity. I mean, I get it. She's got Isu DNA, but so? So? I find that, I just find that a missed opportunity. I really, really do. But, you know, Badath, I had to take me a while to learn the names. I still haven't remembered them all at this point. But Owen was a greedy son of a bitch. But he's greedy in a likable way. Like, you can understand why he's doing it. And, you know, you can see and almost enjoy the greed. And I don't mean that in a sort of really nasty way. I just mean, like, it's like entertaining how far he's willing to use that greed and power in this game context. You know, it's enjoyable to see like how far he's willing to go in that sense. Which is it was really fun seeing that greedy person, a powerful personality, and cloaking it under the veil of an abbot. So, like sort of two lives, so to speak. But Flanche, you know, I mean, hey. He's a guy that's got a lot to learn in certain areas. You know, he's used to scheming and politics and fighting. He's not used to this other side of, you know, just trying to either be diplomatic. It's always been war and politics and plots, and he's not used to doing a negotiation type, which Bareth is used to that. It's like he's done some fighting, but he's quite bright. And you know, Flant completely missed that, you know. I mean, Sigfrid, sure, he's young. He wants to be a warrior, wants to fight, wants to battle, gain honor, pride. I understand that. And he's young, sure, no problem. There's nothing against that. And I think it's too relatable. And it's like, yes, I want to impress this king, and he's young. I get it, you know. But I think that adds to Sigfrid's charm in that sense, you know. It's just like he's got an ego, and you have to sort of, you know, battle it a little bit, but it's fun in the meantime, yeah. But Flan was a very commanding figure as one would expect, and you know that was very good. I mean, they didn't have to go all the way into the past because you can understand his personality and what he brought to the table. He's blunt, fair when he needs to be, but he's good at ruling because he's used to it in that sense. You know. Even some of these characters, I mean, I even forget half of these characters in the story. Azar, I really thought she'd be part of the Brotherhood. I think she's probably one of these people. You learn enough. I'm glad we learned a bit about her past. You know, I really am. I mean, sure, we don't have to learn everything, but we've learned enough. We've got a taste of her past, which is what I wanted. You know, we've become friends. Abel's become friends with her and everything, which is good. You know, she's a good, reliable merchant. I think she's just friends and a good, reliable trade merchant to Hytham, which makes a lot of sense because the assassins, the Brotherhood, they need reliable connections and trade connections. And obviously Azar's one of them, and that's good. That's a good sign. So that was probably the link there. And it's good we got to know her a bit more, to be honest. But Kira was one of those interesting characters. Deirdre, I forgot the name, but she's one of those lesser known characters which you don't have to explain a lot about a person to understand what they mean, what their presence, what their personality is. You know, They don't have to say very much. It's more their actions and the words they say and how they say them that really give a good representation to who they are. And they're a minor character, but they speak volumes in what they do and say. And Deirdre was certainly one of those characters, I think. You know, key words at key moments, as they say. But Kira was a lovely person. She's one of those. She's, you know, battle hardened. She's got a lovely voice, good singer, very good poetess. Blunt, but very caring, very empathetic, but very true to her traditions, which makes her very, very likable, which I think is the intention. And it's one of those, you know, she's got a very strong personality, which does add to her fighting side, adds to, you know, when she talks about her traditions, her gods, all those sorts of things, it speaks volumes in that regard. She's got one of those personality types. May have a little bit of an ego, but so do other characters. It's not, you know, when you try to combine ego and personality, like Flan, Bareth, you know, all these other characters, there's enough there that's not open volume. It's like just not just crank the volume. It's just overdone in your face. It's there. It's enough to represent them as who they are, or enough to show who they really are. And that was representing all the characters, I think, at least in my opinion. So, but I thought that there was some interesting weapons. I'm glad we got the sickles. That was really quite interesting. I did like these pigeon coops. Some missions work. It's challenging in the sense you either be undetected or not take damage and everything. That was quite interesting. So, bit of a shame those don't lend to opals, but hey, what can you do? I'm glad we got the renown up to level 5 fairly quickly. To be fair, it did help that I'd already gone and searched everywhere, or most places, so I already had enough materials to carry that through, so that was fine. That made it a little bit easier. So I won't complete everything because there's these skulls. Well, yeah, these places here, these offering these altars, which you can get, like, was it 1-3 skill points, whatever it is. I'm not going to bother to that till we got the next DLC. We get more when we actually get extra skills, so we need to get the skill points. So I can come and just collect them, a couple of skill points easily. This annoying thing is a bug. This opal, I can't collect it. It's a bug. It'll have to be fixed, patched. They'll have to be fixed in a later patch. Hopefully Ubisoft are aware. Not that it's major, but it'd be nice to be able to collect it so we can just get all these here. So these are good. I'm glad these are fast travel points. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience. You know, it was good. You know, getting back into this game, into DLC. You know, I really do enjoy the AC franchise, and it was something different. Yeah, operated as a Viking, lots of different outfits, you know, customized them, bit of a different look, you know, different weapons, interesting fights as well, interesting battles, interesting places, interesting people. You know, I know I talk down about aspects of this game, but in terms of the combat, the scenery, you know, the characters, I did have a lot of fun in those respects. You know, it comes to the story. But apart from certain aspects, overall, as just extra story, a new place, more places to explore, I did enjoy that quite a lot. Yes, absolutely. So, was it an Assassin's Creed proper DLC? No. Was it fun to play and good to just look at? It was enjoyable to just look at and explore and enjoy? Yes, it was. Absolutely. So ended here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this playthrough of the DLC, Wrath of the Druids. I'll either see you next time for... It'll either be the next DLC, which is Siege of Paris, or other content, other videos. Hope you've all enjoyed it. I know I have. Hope you enjoyed watching me all the trials and tribulations. And I'll catch you next time in the next video. See you later.